Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, what a move. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their quarterback in his 4th season now out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Hope accompanied this young man when he came out of West Virginia, and many thought he would be one of the top starters in the league by about this time in his career. That hasn't happened, but no one has abandoned the thought that maybe he can still get to that level.
First carry for Matt Forte. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
From the 50, it's Smith. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a New York first down. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And tough starting field position here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Third down now following the completed pass. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on second down is Smith. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Here's Smith, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bud Dupree from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Eric Decker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. They juked him, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Smith looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be third down. Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And caught, right side, Green. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Offense. Still first down.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The linebacker, David Harris, on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And they'll get 9 there, as that sets them up better for third down. Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And on 2nd and 10 now. Forte, the lone running back. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the big rookie from South Carolina State, breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Now the rookie from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, on to punt it away.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but As you said, incomplete. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Offside. Defense. Automatic first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
The play clock's running down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. But he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Flush to his right, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we get this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
4-yard and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. Give him 14 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Ben to throw again. His throw incomplete. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 1. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Looking deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then, you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain, and the Jets are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's second down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're a man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Geno now to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. A gain of 6 there on first. The final shot here before break. Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. So we've reached halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And with this drop-off from last week, you know, a guy of his caliber, he doesn't take this very well, does he?
No, not at all. And right now it's a matter of who wants to even be around him at this point and who can be around him, maybe to help him settle down or just to listen to him a little bit and let him vent so he can get it out of his system. It's just such a stark difference from what we saw last week.
Yeah.
You've mentioned many times before how impressed you are with his footwork, his decision-making, his reads. For me, his overall athleticism last week, escaping the pocket and creating big plays. We're not seeing that so far.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. What a move. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Justin Burris. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here's Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Then to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Forte, the lone running back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's first down, New York. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Geno now to throw. Where is this play going? That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing now is Geno. Finding time. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's got a noon one. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Time running out here on the play clock. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Ben to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. James Harrison in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Look at the dance and the juke.
Return team.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Roethlisberger. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Picked off by Buster Screen. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Smith now on second down, surveying the field.
Offense.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Forte. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Here we go with Forte. Forte denied, shy of the goal line. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And some space here. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 87 yards. And those 87 yards, that equals the longest run of last year in 2015 in the NFL.
And that was by a quarterback, Marcus Mariota, who really knows how to flash those wheels.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Roethlisberger dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Here's Roethlisberger, forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then, he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field. But when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
And they'll be looking for turnover number 5 now. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you...
Sammy Coates off to the races. 30. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that takes us from second to third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught at the... My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. He's got a man complete, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Offside. Defense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This for a fourth quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game. Offense. Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw on second down is Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. And now they're in the hurry up. Third and long. It's Smith. James Harrison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. He'll look to set up his blockers. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. And every time he takes the field, you sort of expect him to have a big game. Started this one, really didn't look that way, but he's picked it up.
Look, these star receivers, you know what they're like. They're like great shooters in basketball. If they miss 10 straight shots.
They won an 11. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target. And that'll bring up a fourth down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run it with Bell. A beautiful fake. And he is going to lose yardage here. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they can...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's got time in the pocket. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Smith is going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. A dump off to Forte. The Todd Bowles tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So now it's left in the hands of their defense to come up with an immediate stop.
And this is where you count on your stars on defense. Can they come up with a game-altering play here? Can they knife through into the backfield and pop the ball free? Can they make that type of a play that gives them another opportunity? And what do we say? One timeout,
yeah.
But you get a second
2-minute warning.
With a 2-minute warning, so they've got to use those well.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A give to Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. 8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. That penalty is declined.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and goal to go now. Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this looks to probably be the final play. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be...